Only 15 days to go till Stranger Things Season 5 Volume 1 premieres on Netflix. What's going on, guys? I'm Chris, and welcome back to another Stranger Things videos. Today I'm talking about how lots of clips have been dropping online for Stranger Things Season 5. Some I'll get more in detail with than others for reasons I'll explain, but before I get into this, hit that like button, comment down below what you make of all these clips going around for Stranger Things Season 5, and of course, subscribe and hit that notification bell to help reach my goal of 150,000 subscribers here on the channel. I mean, quite a bit. If you want extra content from the world of Stranger Things and beyond, from live streams to Stranger Things Rewind, which is a deep dive into every episode of the show leading up to Season 5, Patreon is the place to be. Any support over there truly does mean the world. So with Stranger Things Season 5 getting closer, like I said, just about 2 weeks out, promo is beginning to ramp up. You can go online right now and find new interviews almost by the hour with various cast members. I myself won't be covering a lot of those interviews here on the channel unless we get something real juicy, just because it's your typical standard stuff. You can go watch the interviews for the full thing, but if we get like hints towards Season 5 that are significant enough, then I'll probably talk about them. But on top of those interviews, we've been getting clips here and there that have been officially released, sort of. I won't be showing any of the actual clips here, but I will be describing them, and 2 of them actually come from interviews recently, whereas 2 others were posted by a Netflix account, not the Netflix US account or Stranger Things, but the Netflix Latin America account, and so there's a lot to get into with that. But I won't say too much for the sake of spoilers, and I just feel like it's wrong because I don't know if it was actually supposed to release or not. But first up, I'm actually starting with a clip of Lumax. That's right, Lucas and Max together. I have not actually seen this clip. Released on the Jennifer Hudson show a few days back. Apparently it was only about 30 seconds long, and it seemed to be a scene of Lucas visiting Max in the hospital in a coma. Essentially, I view it as the same scene from the teaser where we see Max in a coma in the hospital and Lucas is right there next to her. And apparently in the clip, he's talking to her, asking her to wake up. I imagine this will be a very emotional moment, and if you think about it within the context of the show, the last time we see Lucas and Max together was in the spring of 1986. This season is opening in the fall of 1987. There's about an 18-month time jump. Max is still in a coma, so we can imagine this is like the 1000th hospital visit, essentially. I mean, this man's been going probably multiple times a day to visit her, and so we're talking about hundreds of hospital visits here, so he's been there many times, and he's probably starting to lose hope, which is going to be just devastating to see. We even have a shot of him, of course, in the footage where he's tearing up from the teaser, and it just breaks your heart, because you want Lumax to be endgame, you want them to have that happy ending, but in order for that to happen, she has to wake up, and he's basically like, please wake up, Max, from what I gather. That's probably going to be in the first episode of this season, and it's going to wreck us, and then we have to realize there's 7 more episodes after that. Eventually Max will probably wake up, and at that point, do they end up together or not? I mean, it's really gonna wreck us. That's all I know. We're gonna need our tissues. And if Lumax is not endgame, something's wrong with this world.
It's presumptuous of you.
There's not much else to talk about regarding that specific clip. Apparently it's out there somewhere. If you saw it, more power to you. I never laid eyes on it. I'm just going off of what someone described it to me as. And when it comes to the other clip, it's less of a clip, more of footage played over an interview. But it comes from a moment when the OG party is out behind Hawkins High School and they're all putting their hands in the middle as if breaking it down for one last adventure. We've seen different shots of this, from the behind the scenes teaser to the one last adventure video to the official trailer itself. This seems to be the meeting spot for the OG party to enact some part of their plan, and we don't know exactly the ins and outs of that, but there are moments, of course, where we see Will walking away from the table almost as though he's having a vision or being lured by Vecna. And this clip further solidifies the notion that Dustin might be the most hesitant at first to put his hand in the middle. You can even see he's mouthing some sort of line. You can't make it out, but it seems like he could be saying, I want to see Vecna's heart on a platter. I don't know if that's actually what he says or not, but that would be wild if he does. And at this point in the show, it would make sense that everyone wants blood. They want Vecna because he has caused so much damage to those around him and loved ones. In Dustin's case, he's essentially responsible for killing Eddie, and so he clearly carries that trauma, that grief. But he also had to factor in the opening 5 minutes that we got the other day, where it's made very clear all along, and of course we've known this, but the show is now showcasing it via flashback, that Vecna and Will have a very deep connection that Will himself doesn't really have any memory of, but Vecna clearly does. He's been pulling the strings all along behind the scenes, and so Vecna is directly responsible for pretty much all this hell that Hawkins has been put through. It's on Vecna, it's on the Mind Flayer. They share responsibility, in my opinion. And the power dynamics between those two, I think, will be fully established and revealed in season 5. But as it stands right now, I mean, everyone wants to kill Vecna. There's even a line where, like, we gotta find him and put an end to it. So they're actually actively seeking out Vecna, which is an interesting turn for the season. So both of those clips I just referenced came from interviews, and they're still not, like, officially released. I don't think you can go find them on YouTube anywhere, but they're out there. They're legit. The next two things I'm gonna talk about are actually from a Netflix Netflix account, just not the Netflix US account. Both of them come from the Netflix TikTok, but it's the Latin America Netflix TikTok page, and one of them is like a minute-long clip from Stranger Things season 5. We still don't know what episode, and I only watched like 5 seconds of this because I felt like it was wrong to be viewing this. I feel like I should wait until the Stranger Things count officially posts it, but the last time I checked, the clip is still out there. Now, I'm not going to get too spoilery with it here because even I feel weird describing it, but I am going to address where the clip takes place and what's going on. So as we know, based on all the trailer footage thus far, there's going to be a sequence at some point in this season where we see Karen and Holly in the Wheeler house under duress, under attack. We don't know what's attacking them. The clip clarifies that. I'm still not going to outright say it here. Feel free to discuss that in the comments. Proceed with caution if you really want to know nothing. But what is attacking them is shown in this clip, and we see the two characters hiding. It's very horror movie coded from what I've seen, okay? It feels like something pulled straight out of an 80s horror flick, a slasher movie genuinely. And also in this clip, we see, or hear, I should say, a song that's going to be on the soundtrack. And I'll just say this, Mamma Mia fans might be pleased. That's all I'm going to give you. And again, I'm not going into any further detail than that. You can go seek out this clip on your own. If it is officially posted by the main Netflix account or Stranger Things, I'll probably bring it up even more. But I am at the point where I'm going to use discretion on what clips I want to cover here on the channel, just because I do want to reserve, you know, some of the surprises that's for when we actually sit down to watch the show. And so that's out there, and it's very telling of what's to come with that sequence, and danger will be in the air, certainly. I don't know if those two characters are necessarily safe, no matter how safe we might think they are. And so it's going to be interesting to see when that takes place. I'm thinking it probably will be in the first episode. And to further this discussion, if Netflix Latin America has this official clip posted, it's not a leak. Like, they just might have posted it early, but it seems like that's a clip that's going to be released to the public at some point within the next 2 weeks by the main Netflix account. It was just posted early by the Latin America page. And so I'm curious to see what you guys think of that specifically. Again, I don't want to really break it down too much because it feels a little weird in my opinion to do that right now, but it's out there. If you want to seek it out, feel free to watch it somewhere. And on TikTok, the Netflix Latin America page posted like a new teaser spot, I'll call it. It's like a 30-second video. I saw glimpses of it as well. I wasn't trying to pay too much in-depth attention, but I'll kind of describe some things that happened. There are more shots of 11 in the Upside Down. There's actually speaking lines for the new character Derek Turnbow, but all of this is not in English, so you have to translate it to know what they're saying. I will say the one thing I want to talk about that I think is fair game from this is there's a shot of 11 looking at the wall in the Upside Down, and she says, "What is that?" or "What is this?" We're clearly going to get into the origins of the Upside Down and what this new wall is. Is it the barrier? Is it a border between Dimension X and the Upside Down? Is it, you know, reflective of the Upside Down's barrier matching the border of Hawkins where the military base lockdown is? Who really knows? And the timeline of it all will be explained in the show, but I wonder when they're going to get into that, how early on in the season they're going to want to go for huge duffer lore dumps. Are we going hard on Vol 1? Is it more of a Vol 2 thing? Or are they saving a lot of those answers for the finale? We'll have to see, but that teaser definitely got me hyped. We also saw Demogorgon sprinting around. So, I mean, the budget is there. It feels the most epic out of all the seasons. I think that's undeniable at this point. It's going to be the hugest in scale, budget alone. The number on paper, the budget for the season kind of speaks to that, but just based on the To Doom date announcement, the official teaser, and now the trailer, it's very evident that we're going to witness things of size, scale, scope that we haven't in Stranger Things, and the clips and all the marketing they're releasing just continue to further prove that. But the big takeaway here for me that I love is that this show's not going to lose its identity. It's not going to lose those small character moments. And frankly, the character dynamics, those are what make this show, the relationships between humans in the show. It's not always about the explosions, the action, the crazy fight sequences. It's about humans and the struggle that is life and growing, changing. And this season especially, I think there's going to be a focus on grieving, moving on, processing trauma, but also going into the next chapter of life and sort of having a fresh start. So I'm just thrilled to see what other promo is released. We already have like, 4 clips I just referenced in the span of a couple days. Some of them are official, some of them aren't. I'm waiting to see, you know, Ross Duffer, Stranger Things, with a Netflix account, post some official stuff to really get down to the nitty gritty of it all. But for now, I'm kind of hesitant to fully dive in and sink my teeth into some of this material, just because it does feel I'm operating that gray area where I'm like, I don't want to fully cover this just because it feels wrong to me. It's just a personal choice, but I still wanted to address the fact that it's out there. That being said, I do fully expect more clips and teaser spots, maybe even a final trailer as we approach this final 2-week countdown. I wouldn't be surprised if like a week out, Netflix posted a final trailer for Stranger Things Season 5, maybe specifically dedicated to Volume 1, but the marketing is going to continue to ramp up. Every day there's a new interview, every day there's a new like image, a leak of sorts, so proceed with caution online. If you don't want to see too much, stay away. I recommend especially next week to be safe on socials because there's a UK screening on the 13th, and I believe another fan event screening happening soon, maybe in LA or somewhere, where fans are going to be able to see it. And so I trust most people, but some people inevitably are going to go tweeting out spoilers for that first episode. So just be careful. That's my words of wisdom to you with regard to Stranger Things on social media. Be careful, and don't be afraid to use like the mute words feature, or just don't go scrolling aimlessly for the next couple weeks. But that kind of does it for this Stranger Things Season 5 update. Just wanted to stop in and address the new clips, give you my 2 cents on it all, and say that I think we're really close to some more official posts coming from the Stranger Things account. But with that, we're only 15 days away. The final countdown is on for real. We're about 2 weeks out from Season 5, Volume 1. So let me know in the comments down below what you make of this. What are your predictions for a potential final trailer, for any more clips? You think we're going to get more? You think that's it? Are they done until Volume 2 marketing ramps up? Let me know down below and hit that like button. Subscribe and hit that notification bell and be on the lookout for more videos coming very soon. And until next time, I'll see you guys on the other side of the upside down.